Hello everyone, we're going to get started on our card for this week, for this Friday, and we're going to be doing another happy birthday card, and I'm using these stamps and die sets from Sugar Pea Designs, and right now I'm cutting out the large scallop square out of this black paper that I have. So I want to put one on the inside and one on the outside. And then they also have a square, or not really square, like more rectangle stitch die that I'm going to cut out of the white. And I'm going to do a lot of my die cutting, the pieces, majority of it right here. And then I am going to be doing one more die cuts, but that'll be after I do some stamping, which I'm getting a piece of paper out now for, using my stamping pad because it is clear stamps. And my idea was, and the main reason why I got the stamp of approval box was for this cake stamp. I love the fact that it's like a wonky cake. It's so, and I can't say enough about it, but I love it because you get solid pieces, solid color, solid, you know, no detailing on it whatsoever, so you can just do a one color cake. And then you also get these same size pieces that create patterns on it. So my thought was, what if I lay down this really pretty red? It was my favorite things. I want to say it's the wild cherry ink. And then what if I took the decorative parts and put it on with Versamark and then used embossing powder? Here's the deal, and I left it in here because sometimes ideas work and sometimes they don't. And I think what didn't work was that either A, I didn't let it dry enough, so the little bit of powder I put down, it really didn't work. Because you'll see it doesn't give a lot of definition between the embossing powder and the ink that we just put down. So my only other thought would be, next time, stamp in the Versamark the pattern pieces and then fill in the parts that aren't embossed with like a marker or something like that. But I wanted to leave these in and use them anyway, just to show you it could still be a very pretty card, even if the technique didn't come out exactly the way that you want it. So I'm just sharing with you, you know, my trials and errors. So right now you see I'm just loading up each of the stamps with the, I used the platinum, liquid platinum by Ranger embossing powder. And we're going to heat that up. And once again, just make sure, you know, you keep your fingers away. As long as it's hot, you shouldn't have any problems with that melting pretty quickly. And since I was going to be cutting these out with the die cuts that came with the set, I wasn't worried about the paper warping or anything, because I knew I was going to cut out the pieces. So we're just going to get everything set back up for that using the Cuttlebug again. And when you're laying these down, if you wanted to, you could, you know, put down a piece of tape. What I love about these dies is that they cut like basically the center part of the stamps. So you don't get a white edge around, you just literally get what you've colored in, which is really great, because if you don't line up your stamps that great, you don't have to worry about it because it's just going to cut right in the center. So I got all 6 of my pieces out, and I'm just going to set this aside because we're not going to need that anymore. And now I'm getting the 2 stitch dies out, and what I'm wanting to do is figure out where I'm going to place my sentiment. This is for the inside of the card, and they have these streamers that I decided I wanted to kind of just hang around. I just did like 4, I want to say. And then I'm going to get this attached to the inside. So I'm just putting some tape down, getting my scallop border. And then we're going to tape that down as well. And I think it just, you know, finishes off on the inside really nice. And it's going to tie in with the front, so it's going to be perfect. So what I decided here was to kind of lay down how I wanted the cake to go, which would then allow me to figure out where to put my Bring On the Cake sentiment. And then I'm going to also, on the front, because I want it to stand out, I decided to use dimensionals. So I'm putting 2 on each one, making sure that I get them to lay exactly where I want. And then on the smaller one, I put 1 full one, and then I cut off of the side edge a little piece to put next to it, because it wasn't enough room to put a full one. So that way it gives the cake a little dimension. And then I decided to do the streamers on the outside too. And then right after that, we're going to go ahead and attach this. And I probably should have attached it before I did all the dimensionals, because it made it a little poofy. But I don't mind, it doesn't bother me. I just went ahead and put some more dimensionals on the back, so that way I can attach it to the front. And I decided to go ahead and put sequins on this one. It's a red cake, and since doing the embossing powder kind of took a little bit of the red, the vibrancy of it away, I decided to put down the red sequins. I'm doing 1 clear, 1 red shiny, and then like an iridescent light pink is going to be on there too. And once again, just laying them out, kind of seeing where I want to put them. And then once I have that set up, I'm going to take my tweezers and my multi-medium mat by Ranger and just attach them to the card. And it doesn't take a whole lot. I'll be honest, sometimes I put down probably more glue than I need to. Did you just see that sequin fly? No, probably missed it. It's right there. I was trying to pick it up and it like jumped out of the sequin, the tweezers. Crazy. But you just need a little bit. And you know, with the multi-medium, it dries pretty quick, so it doesn't take long. And then I forgot, well, not really forgot, but I wanted to make sure to attach the second cake that I had cut out in the back, in the inside. Did you see? I put it the wrong way. Oh, this makes me... But that's what I go through. Like, I'll be like, oh. But the good thing was I used the tape runner, so it was easy to remove. Well, I would like to say this has been an interesting card to make. It was definitely fun seeing how the idea came together, but not quite as I had wanted. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you on our next video. This week coming, we're going to have a planner video, so make sure you get ready for that. Have a great weekend.